I think we are ready to start today. Welcome to the Alpha Lambda Delta Phi Eta Sigma initiation ceremony. We all are very proud of your academic and campus achievements. To the parents and families watching from home, thank you for supporting your children, grandchildren, and siblings as they are inducted into our Academic Honor Society. Fellow students, in front of you, way over there on the side, you all can come this way, come on, are the current officers and advisors of the Otterbein University chapter of Alpha Lambda Delta Phi Eta Sigma Honor Society. I am one of the advisors, and my name is Catherine Reikley. We're going to have each of the current officers and advisors come up and introduce themselves. You need to talk into this thing right here and talk nice, clear, and loudly. And give us your office.
All right. Hello, my name is Landon Keenan, and I am the Vice President.
Hello, my name is Blaine Bishop, and I am the Treasurer.
My name is Ashley Patel, and I'm the current President.
My name is Janie Copeland, and I'm our Senior Advisor.
And I'm Lois Zudi, and I'm an Emeriti Advisor.
Thank you very much. You can go sit down or whatever you'd like to do. Well, as some of you might notice, Dr. John Tansey is not here yet. So we're going to move into the next part of the program. And when he arrives, we will reshuffle the deck and have his presentation. Okay. I think that leaves us to Janie next.
In 2009, the Otterbein University chapters of Phi Eta Sigma and Alpha Lambda Delta merged. Nationally, these two honor societies are separate organizations. Each of you has the privilege of joining both national honor societies for first-year students. You are asked to select a group of students who have met the requirements necessary for induction into Phi Eta Sigma and Alpha Lambda Delta. The honor membership is conferred you in recognition of your exceptional scholastic record. Once you have been inducted, you are a member for life with no further dues. Both honoraries are founded at University of Illinois' Phi Eta Sigma in 1923 and Alpha Lambda Delta in 1924, and soon to become national organizations. Growth of the societies have continued until now. There are over 500 campuses who have a chapter of Phi Eta Sigma or Alpha Lambda Delta, or both. Phi Eta Sigma celebrated their 100th anniversary last year, and Alpha Lambda Delta is celebrating their 100th anniversary this year.
Membership in these societies is an honor conferred on those who at the beginning of their college careers give promise of continued excellence in scholarship. In admitting you to membership in our societies, we stress not only the importance of scholastic excellence, but the importance of promoting intelligent living, a continued high standard of learning, and the ability to recognize and develop the meaningful goals for your roles in society. Your education is the means by which you learn to recognize the wonders of science, to appreciate the beauty of great literature and art, to use well our own language, to learn the lessons of past history, to speak and read the languages of other peoples, to study the social and political forces of our world, and to discuss the thought and the philosophy of other ages. Through these means, you can evaluate the forces and standards of your generation and learn to live even more significantly. These candidates who are now presented for initiation have attained the high standards required by the national organizations and are worthy to be recognized by both Otterbein University and these organizations for their notable achievements in scholarship. We have the honor to present these candidates for initiation.
Welcome to our newest members of the Alpha Lambda Delta Phi Eta Sigma Society. We are here to inform you about your organization and to ask you to take the ALD and PES pledges. The initials of ALD's name stand for the Greek words Alaloi Lampai Dia Dia Do Soisin, which stands for the motto, "We shall pass on our torches one to another." The insignia of Alpha Lambda Delta represents a lighted candle. The golden base of our candle signifies honesty and integrity, which are the foundations on which we build. The shaft of our candle signifies strength and courage, and the light of our candle signifies truth and wisdom, which can dispel ignorance and superstition, and give us the insight to live well in our time.
Phi Eta Sigma is an honor society composed of individuals with high ideals seeking companionship and fellowship. I am happy to welcome you into their company and instruct you in the meaning of our crest. The crest presents the symbols of the society. The torch and book are emblematic of scholarship, the pyramid of a strong, healthy body, the gold star of noble character. The chain links the symbols together, indicating that all three must be combined in a person that would attain the highest development. The Greek letters on the scroll are the motto of the organization, which is knowledge is power. The key displays the colors of the society. On a background of gold, there appear in black enamel the three Greek letters which form the name of our society, Phi, Eta, and Sigma. These are the initials of the Greek words pronounced Phe, Lo, He, Be, Don, So, Phe, As. They represent the basis of our selection of members, and that they mean literally lovers of wisdom. Initiates, please rise. I charge you as new members of Phi Eta Sigma to be ever mindful of the three qualities which our golden key symbolizes. The person who succeeds must possess three important qualities: vigor, discipline of mind, care, and respect for the body, and above all, nobility and generosity of character. Candidates, these are qualities which we emphasize. Will you accept these qualities as guidelines for your future life? If so, say in unison, I will.
You will now take the Alpha Lambda Delta pledge. Please say after me. I accept membership into National Alpha Lambda Delta. Understanding that in doing so, I assume the responsibility of continuing to maintain its standards of service, of diligence, and of integrity. I pledge to promote high scholarship and to use my education for the benefit of my community, my nation, and the world in which we live. You may now be seated.
You have now become members in both, pledged to become members in both Phi Eta Sigma and Alpha Lambda Delta. We will now invite each of you individually to come to the front of the room, introduce yourselves, and sign the membership book. As you come to the front, you will be asked to say your full name and major, and if you're still deciding, that's okay. It's appropriate to say not declared a major yet. And advisors or one of our officers will come and release your row and help you navigate the front of this room. And please remember that we do have people watching from home, and so it's really important for you to say your name clearly and your major clearly and aim it at this microphone. Thank you. Where do we want to start? So in the book, each one of you will just sign your name, and there's numbered lines. When we get to the bottom, if we need to, we'll flip the page. So go ahead.
My name is Shika Iyer, and I'm a biochemistry and molecular biology major.
My name is Sophia Terry, and I'm an English education major.
My name is Claire Seeley, and I'm an allied health with a focus on physician's assistant.
My name is Elena Bowles, and I'm a primary education major.
My name is Evie Reed, and I'm an English with a concentration in creative writing major.
My name is Oba Shulari, and I'm a finance and business management major.
I'm Maggie Pyle, and I'm a middle childhood education major with concentrations in science and social studies.
I'm Haley Hill, and I am a dual major in art and psychology with a concentration in painting.
My name is Kelly Ulrey with a major in sociology and a minor in criminology.
My name is Kennedy Corthell, and I'm a biochemistry and molecular biology major with a pre-med focus.
My name is Gracie Barton, and I'm a creative writing major.
My name is Jackson Lee, and I'm an accounting major.
I'm Catherine Will, and my major is biochemistry and molecular biology with a pre-medicine focus.
My name is Carly Martz, and I am a nursing major.
My name is Onu Regmi, and I'm a computer science and mathematics double major.
My name is Logan Dodd, and I'm majoring in nursing with a minor in nutrition.
My name is Madison Johnson, and I'm a psychology major.
Everybody got to come up here, right? Okay, just making sure. Okay. We have now recorded your initiation into the Otterbein University chapter of Phi Eta Sigma and Alpha Lambda Delta on the 7th day of April, 2024. Welcome. Congratulations. I don't know if you noticed it, but Dr. Tansey came in. So now I've got to flip back a few pages. That's okay. Parking on campus is horrible today, so we'll blame it on that. How's that sound? Okay. John Tansey has been a faculty member at Otterbein University since 2002. He has taught courses in chemistry, biochemistry, nursing, integrative studies, and in the honors program. He was awarded the Best New Teacher Award in 2004. He currently serves as the director of the interdisciplinary program in biochemistry and molecular biology, lovingly called the BMB program. And I heard that some of you are in his program today. John is a graduate of the University of Massachusetts with a BS in biochemistry and molecular biology and Wake Forest University with a PhD in biochemistry. Following his PhD studies, John undertook a postdoctoral fellowship at the National Institutes of Health. Otterbein University congratulates John Tansey for being named a Fellow of the American Society for Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. And that was just recently, right? His award nominator wrote, "He stands out as an influential leader of both his university community and of the ASBMB's scientific educator community. The impact of John Tansey's multiple and sustained contributions as a thought leader and advocate both at Otterbein and beyond clearly and vividly embody the core values of the ASBMB Fellows Program." Join me in welcoming Dr. John Tansey as our keynote speaker.
Should I use the microphone, or
Yes,
can I just?
use the microphone.
Is this all right? Can you hear me all right? I'm doing all right. Hello, everyone. I apologize again for my late arrival. Congratulations. We're very proud of you. You've heard this before, right? I'm sure you've heard this before. I'm sure you didn't just kind of wander in off the street and land here, either here at Otterbein or here in your field or definitely here today. You've done a lot of great work to get here, so congratulations. Congratulate yourselves, all right? So I was asked to talk a little bit about that greatness and about how we achieve that or not, right? How we define those things. And I think that's an interesting thought, an interesting place to begin. I've been very thankful to be able to do the work I've done. It is not what I would have predicted that I've done, right? If you had told me, I tell people all the time, one of the reasons I went into science is there would be no writing and no politics. There's politics everywhere, and there's writing everywhere. And I've probably done a lot of both, quite unintentionally. But while I like to say that, you know, I enjoy the work I've done, I don't really know that I've ever considered it work. And I know that sounds trite. A lot of people say this all the time. Right? But finding something that you are passionate about in life, finding something you enjoy in life, is really critical. Now, having said that, I always find it to be one of those awkward kind of things, right? Because the idea that you love something or someone or anything like that, that you're just going to have this bolt from the blue that you're going to see that person or that thing, you're going to walk on campus, excuse me, you're going to walk on campus and things are just going to click, right? Is that one lecture? Oh man, that was it. This is my field. I love this stuff. That's a very different thought than kind of, well, what I think love really often is, right? Which is this long-term thing, right? We learn to do these things over time, and that's a lot deeper. So I'd say find something you love, right? But take your time about it, and don't go looking for it like you're looking for, butterflies, or you're looking for, you're on a treasure hunt, right? It's different. It's far more experiential. So I think that's important. Along the way, work hard. Innate ability is probably more a myth than anything else. Right? Certain people are good at, certain people are blessed with certain physical attributes towards, let's say, practicing a sport or something like that. But the reality is they've been given some privilege, benefit, ability in life to get that far. We've all been given something like that. We all have our privileges we've been given. We all have handicaps we've been given as well, right? But think about what those are for you. Use those things to help yourselves. Use those things to help others, right? But work hard in these things. Now, again, there's this balancing act between working hard and enjoying what you do, And so that's always a trick. And I don't have great answers for that. I'm lousy at work-life balance. It's all one big blur for me. I got up this morning, did Instagram for an hour, but then my alarm went off to stop doing Instagram, and I've put it away since. I wrote 2 assignments and posted them. Then I went to the store. Then I came home. Like, you know, it's a nonstop back and forth kind of thing. If you can encapsulate your lives so your professional life and your personal life are separate, that's wonderful. I don't know that we always can when we're professionals, right? When we're nurses or teachers or small business owners or scientists, I think those thoughts just blur, right? Driving home from the crew game last night, I was thinking about science. Why? Because it's what I do, right? And that's the way my brain goes. So those, I think, are all important things to keep in mind. The other thing I'd keep in mind when we're talking about how successful you all are, and you should embrace that success, whatever that success is and however you define that success, if it's being the world's best kindergarten teacher or just the best kindergarten teacher you can be, or it's being a brain surgeon, or anything in between, and those don't need to be extremes. If it's anything like that, doing that thing well is important, right? Keep in mind that doing things well often involves focusing on details. I know a lot of people who focus just on the big thing, right? They want to do some big thing. I had somebody asking me what big thing I did to become a fellow for ASBMB. So my professional society started a program a few years ago where they honored people who are kind of top achievers in the society. And this year they honored me. There are like 75 of us. There are 4 people in Ohio. One guy's the dean of the medical school at Case. One guy's the vice president of research at Miami. One guy is a member of the National Academy, and he does science down at Cincinnati. And me, which is pretty weird for me, right? I don't know how I got on that list. Well, except I kind of do know how I got on that list. And it's that I did a lot of small jobs for the society, and I did them well. And as I did them well, I was asked to do other jobs. So doing things well is critical. I think the last thing I'd like to leave you with is, again, a thought about doing things and doing things well and having plans and making plans. I would bet most people in this room have some sort of plan. If you don't, congratulations, good, go with it, enjoy it. But if you have a big plan, keep in mind that big plan is subject to change, right? Life is what happens when we are making plans. I know lots of people who their life's ambition is to get into medical school or get married or become a mom or start a business or any one of 500 things. Please keep this in mind. On Mount Everest, there is a valley called Rainbow Valley, right? And it is called Rainbow Valley because if you look across the valley, right, dotted across the valley are all sorts of little pink and green and blue bits of nylon. And all of those pink and blue and green bits of nylon are people who were swept off the mountain by an avalanche or fell to their death or froze. And over time, that's just where all the bodies have collected. So if you keep in mind all of those people were physically at the top of their game, were incredibly well heeled and well provided for. They had a whole team of people helping them, rooting for them, cheering for them. And many of them climbed Mount Everest. They made it to the summit. But they might not have had a whole plan to get back down. So if your goal is to get into medical school or fill in the blank, right, whatever it is, start your own business, get married, you might want to think about what happens the next day or the day after that or the day after that, what it's like to do those things. Because I think oftentimes we don't think of that. We don't fully execute on what it's going to be that thing instead of to attain that goal. So I think those are important thoughts to entertain. So again, very proud of you guys. I look forward to seeing a bunch of you in biochemistry, 3 or 4 that I can see, but we teach IS also, teach a couple honors classes. Right. So we're looking forward to seeing you on campus. And congratulations. Thank you.
Don't go too far, Thank you, John, for being our keynote speaker. I actually started out as a math secondary teacher and don't do any of that anymore. But that's what got me my job at Otterbein, doing data analysis and stuff like that. So you never know where you're going to end up. We appreciate your leadership and your dedication to the university and the community. And let's give Dr. Tansey one more round of applause. Thank you. It is also now our privilege to present Dr. John Tansey with an honorary membership in Alpha Lambda Delta and Phi Eta Sigma. Congratulations and welcome. And I sealed this shut, I don't know why. But your certificates are in here. And pins for both places. So, congratulations. This is a photo moment. Should we have him write his name in the book too? Well, of course. Okay. Whoops.
There we are.
Thank you. Thank you. You can write your name in the book.
Did you get a photo of him writing?
Yes, we might as well. Might as well. Go for it. Okay. Now we got to figure out where we are in the program. I think it's time to install the new officers, is it? Okay. Which is not me. I'm going to get off the front of the stage.
All right. We now have the pleasure of installing your officers for the coming year. The group has chosen its leaders, and for those of you who have been chosen, the responsibility is great. Both the successes and the failures of the group will be attributed to you. Each officer should have the ability to complete their responsibilities of each task assigned. You've been given an opportunity to develop your ability for leadership in a responsible group.
Will Blaine Bishop please come forward? The role of chapter president is an important one. As the presiding officer, you will lead meetings, support the officers, advisors, and members, and work to achieve the goals of Alpha Lambda Delta Phi Eta Sigma, which will contribute to the success of our chapter. Will you, Blaine Bishop, as president, fulfill to the best of your ability the duties of that office?
I will.
Shannon Mitchell is unable to attend today. As Vice President, it will be her responsibility to confer and work closely with the President in planning and executing all chapter business. She should be knowledgeable in the workings of the organization and assist in administrative capacity.
Sky Hamilton is also unable to attend today. As Secretary, it will be her responsibility for efficiently handling all correspondence and records, both at the national and local levels of the chapter. The necessity of keeping clear, accurate records is of paramount importance. Organization is a virtue to be cultivated while serving as a secretary.
Will Shika Iyer please come forward? As treasurer, you shall be entrusted with the financial affairs of the chapter. Your integrity will be your most respected quality as treasurer. Will you, Shika Iyer, as treasurer, fulfill to the best of your ability the duties of that office?
I will.
Will Catherine Wilt please come forward? As the historian, you are responsible for keeping the records of the activities of this chapter and for creating an electronic scrapbook. Your record should be attractive and informative. As a photographer, you are responsible for taking pictures of events and meetings and maintaining files for photos for use by other officers and advisors. Will you, Catherine Wilt, as historian and photographer, fulfill to the best of your abilities due to these office?
I will.
Will Logan Dodd and Marlo Young please come forward? Logan Dodd as Service Chair and Marlo Young as PR Social Media Chair, it will be your responsibility to assist the officers in providing an effective organization, helping create appropriate events, and promoting our chapter. If you accept, please say I will.
I will.
You are now installed as the Executive Council of Alpha Lambda Delta Phi Eta Sigma for the coming year. Your work together will ensure a strong chapter. Consult with your advisors for the advice and experience which they have to offer. And let's get the new officers a round of applause. That is a big job to take on. Thank you.
To our newest members, on behalf of Otterbein University, I wish to express our pride in your achievement and our congratulations to you. May you find in the years ahead the rewards of an educated person, imagination, adventure, humor, compassion, and understanding. May you have tolerance in your dealings with all persons, generosity in giving to those in need, insight into the feelings of others, and an understanding of the importance of the natural world in supporting our lives physically and emotionally. In relating your education to the world in which you live, you can make a meaningful contribution to society.
New students, we hope you will join us for some upcoming events. The dates and times are listed in your programs. This week is the annual ALDPES Geek Week. For more information about each day will be provided by email. On April 8th, we have Music Monday and Solar Eclipse Day. Tuesday, April 9th is Spirit and T-Shirt Tuesday, which you guys all received in your packets today. Wednesday, April 10th is Wellness Wednesday. The 11th on Thursday is Talented Thursday. And then finally, we have Fun and Furry Friday on the April 12th. We will now take pictures of the new members and new officers, and please remain seated as we prepare to take pictures, and we have a snack pack for you to take before you leave.